The U.S. Forest Service posted this photo taken this week near Mount Shasta after an employee spotted the glowing orb. And yeah, while it may look like a UFO, the Forest Service debunked that theory. The agency says it's nothing more than just an unusual weather formation known as a lenticular cloud. And because of their saucer-like shapes, these clouds are often mistaken for UFOs. Danny, I know we all want to see a UFO, but
I was just about to say
there's an explanation.
Folks
for this.
are really fascinated with aliens and UFOs.
I said I grew up there. We were fascinated with Bigfoot as well. My sister swears she saw Bigfoot. So.
Some early morning beachgoers enjoying the New Year's Day sunrise got quite a surprise, thinking they also saw a missile or rocket launch. WPTV News Channel 5's Matt Szczesny live on Palm Beach after he spoke with a witness. Matt?
Yeah, John, and that witness is convinced he saw some sort of rocket or missile out on the beach early this morning, and he wasn't the only one. But NASA had no scheduled launches today, and we couldn't get through to the Pentagon for a comment on this. But again, the many who saw it out on the beach early this morning were very surprised.
The general direction of the sun rising was just south of due east.
That's where John Simard says he saw it, right before the sunrise on the beach in Fort Pierce. An odd sight, what looked like a fiery trail going up out of the ocean.
I started firing off pictures, and then I noticed a speck of light above the contrail, and so I zoomed in, and I was able to get a couple of pictures of what clearly appeared to be some type of rocket going up, or missile. Ever see a rocket stand still?
His pictures and video captured the sight. Others saw it too, in Vero and Jensen Beach. Some thinking it might be a rocket.
Looks dangerous to me, right?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Not quite. No. It's very easy to speculate. People think they see something.
Sanford Manley has a rational explanation. A former Strategic Air Command historian, he says it's just a plane.
The sun filters the light through the atmosphere and turns red like at sunset or at sunrise. So it catches these contrails, which are normally we see as white, and tints them red.
So that means it's very likely what many people thought they saw, they really didn't see. Sanford Manley says this sort of thing tends to happen more often with planes during sunsets than it does with sunrises. We're live on Palm Beach. Matt Szczesny, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Today also marks another landmark achievement as we officially inaugurate the newest branch of our military. This is a very big and important moment. It's called the Space Force.
Today's report calls for the creation of a new unified combatant command for space, the United States Space Command. This new command structure for the physical domain of space, led by a 4-star flag officer, will establish unified command and control for our Space Force operations, ensure integration across the military, and develop the space warfighting doctrine, tactics, techniques, and procedures of the future. The second step this report calls for is the creation of an elite group of joint warfighters specializing in the domain of space, who will form the backbone of the nation's newest armed service, Space Operations Force. Just like our Special Operations Forces, a Space Operations Force will draw men and women from across the military and will grow into their own unique and cohesive community. They'll support the combatant commands by providing space expertise in times of crisis and conflict. Third, this report calls for the creation of a new joint organization, the Space Development Agency, that will ensure the men and women of the Space Force have the cutting-edge warfighting capabilities that they need and deserve. And now, we must do our part to make bold breakthroughs, strengthen America's industrial base, and deliver the cutting-edge warfighting capabilities faster than our adversaries could ever imagine. And that's exactly what Americans will do.
Shalom. This is Abidan from the tribe of Benjamin. I want to say Ka'alayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles who teach the sincere truth around the four corners of the earth. Alright, Shalom Israel, what's goody? Today's lesson is going to be about the Son of Man coming down from the clouds, right? We're going to start with Malachi chapter 1. As you can see, they putting a lot of effort into their Space Force, and it's all for naught, right? You can't challenge the Lord and his angels. Not possible to beat the Lord and his angels, right? That's like a bad bet always. So, you know, the Son of Man said he's going to come back in the clouds to bring judgment on this earth. And Esau got arrogance, you know, and pride, and they really think they could challenge the Lord. Like, what's a Space Force? What are they putting together a military unit for the space for, all right? And then you hear the reporters, anytime there's a chariot sighting or any kind of activity that has to do with outer space, the skies, they always try to manipulate it and make it seem like people can't actually see with their eyes, right? The reporter literally said, maybe people aren't really seeing what they thought they saw with their eyes. Like, Yahweh gave them the eyes to see, right? Esau's so arrogant that he gonna tell you that what you just saw with your own eyes ain't even the truth, all right? The other reporter lady gonna say, yeah, I used to live in that area. We also used to see Bigfoot sightings a lot, right? They always want to downplay it. But then at the same time, they put into effect a Space Force where the president put up $738 billion to create this force, which was already created. He just adding to it. This Space Force has been around for years, all right? But now it's just becoming more public, like Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai said, when his things will be revealed, when the time is right, when the prophecies will be revealed, right? So we are getting closer to that time. So Malachi 1, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right? Because David tore him down. The house of David, we tore him down. Tore Edom down, but didn't destroy them. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh. All right, so they have rebuilt their desolate places, right? Okay, Babylon. The great Babylon, the great whore, she's been rebuilt, right? Rome has been rebuilt. Spiritually, Egypt and Rome is back again in America, right? So they have built the desolate places, thus saith Yahweh, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. All right? Indignation forever. All right? Heritage waste for the dragons of wilderness. That's what he laid for Esau. And that's what he has laid for Esau. They are the border of wickedness, and they're so arrogant that they build in desolate places and, think that they will overcome Yahweh, think they have the power to fight against the Lord. Right? That's wild that they really are that arrogant that they think that they can fight against the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, here's Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what sayest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits, right? The width and height. So it's a huge chariot, a huge craft, right? In the sky. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. All right? That's how large the chariots are going to be. Over the face of the whole earth. This is the curse. Right? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on the side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So he's coming down to judge and collect and cut off. Collect his elect and then cut off. All right? So Esau's arrogant, right? Think that he could really compete against the Lord and his angels and the Lord's chariots, right? And build a space force and think that he can really do that. What was it? Psalms 50. All right. No, that's not the one. I think it was Psalms 18. Let's just go. There we go. Son of man. That's what I was looking for. Alright. So Daniel 7:13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Right? And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all the people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. All right, he's talking about Yahushua, Son of Man, will come with the clouds of heaven. The clouds are the chariots. Come down with the chariots of heaven, right? And to have dominion and glory and his kingdom. And all the people, nations, and languages will serve Yahushua. And his dominion is an everlasting dominion and shall not pass and shall not be destroyed. So Esau, they build for naught because they'll be thrown down and destroyed, right? Let's see. Let's go Matthew. We'll start at 27. This is Yahushua speaking, right? For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So how you could see the lightning from the east shining all the way from the west in the skies. If you're all the way in the east, you can see the lightning on the west that hits and strikes in the east. That's how you will see Yahushua coming from the sky. Also, the Son of Man shall be seen that way. All right? For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. Okay? Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. Okay? And the moon shall not give her light. Dark skies. And the stars shall fall from heaven. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The great earthquake, right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, the chariots of heaven, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Gather his elect from the earth. All right? So he tells us clearly, he will send his angels, and we will hear a great trumpet sound, a sound of a great trumpet. And at that point he shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. The Son of Man will come down from the sky. All right? This is Matthew 26. When the heresies going back and forth trying to put something on Yahushua. And they're like, you have nothing to say, right? But Yahushua held his peace. He had nothing to say. He held his peace. Matthew 26 and verse 63 and 64. But Yahushua held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living God, that thou tell us whether thou be the Mashiach, the son of Yahweh. Right? They're threatening him. He's already in shackles. They're threatening his life. And Yahushua said unto him, Thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter, after this moment, right? Hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. All right? And coming in the clouds of heaven. He's coming back. All right, family? He's coming back to destroy and tear down Esau and this fake kingdom of Babylon. Right? It's nothing for him to destroy Babylon. He's just letting them build up the indignation. Letting them make him get to that level where the cup boils over, where he's like, I've had enough. That's it. That's the last straw. That's what we're waiting for, the prophecies to unfold. All right? We're waiting for these prophecies to unfold, this microchip to be pushed, to be forced onto the public, to where you have to use credits and dollars are no longer allowed, where you have to scan a chip to eat, purchase, or trade, right? That at that point, we know that the final prophecies are unfolding. We're waiting on the final ones. Okay? Mark 13:26, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. Right? Because he will come from the clouds with great power and glory. Clouds being the chariots. Mark 14:62. And Yahushua said, I am, ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of the power and coming in the clouds of heaven. All right. So the Lord even said multiple times that he's coming back. Why has this knowledge been hidden from us, right? How come this isn't the topic? Why are we talking about how many points LeBron scored last night? How come brothers ain't like, yo, Yahushua is coming soon? That should be our main topic. How come in school that's not what they teach us growing up? That the Lord's coming back, he's going to destroy the evil and take the good and replenish the earth in his new kingdom. Right? Why is that not the main topic in this satanic society? Satanic society we live in. Come on, man, open your eyes if you can't see. It's right there. It's clear right in front of us. All right? Society shows us on a daily. We're going to go Malachi in 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, ye and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, all capitals, that's Yahweh. Said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, not a root nor branch should be left. All right, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. All right? With healing in his wings, Yahushua is coming back for us. All right? To heal us of our iniquities and our sins. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of Yahushua's stall. Okay? And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet, and the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right? So let's go to some definitions. Don't want to make this one too long. Play the videos for you. All right, let's get some definitions going for you guys.
Indignation.
That's what he said he has for Esau, right? Indignation.
Indignation.
Anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. All right? Resentment, anger, distress. All right? Dissatisfaction towards Esau. Displeasure towards Esau. Right? Vexation towards Esau. Offense, unhappiness, discontent, upset towards Esau. All right? Aggravation towards Esau. An annoyance. Irritation. Right? That's how Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai feels towards Esau. indignation. All right. Space Force. A space force is a military branch that prepares for or conducts space warfare as of January 2020. The only nation with an independent space force is the United States, which established the United States Space Force in December 2019. All right, about 3 months ago. About a week ago. All right, there's the man. Some videos. All right. Space Force. All right. President launches Space Force, a $738 billion defense bill to boost the U.S. Space Force. All right. That's the logo, U.S. Space Force logo revealed. Right. And some say there's similarities to Star Trek. And there you have it. There's Esau. This is Esau. Okay? Esau is very arrogant. Creating a space force, thinks that they really can conquer the world. Right?
Arrogance.
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 Egotism. Boasting. Swagger. Right? Self-importance. Contempt. Right? Bluster. Pride. Snobbery. Right? Esau is such a snob. Esau always be boasting. Esau be mocking the Lord. Smugness. Scoffing. What do the elders always say? Scoffing. What is the word of the day? Scoffers. Right? Like back on Sesame Street, word of the day, scoffing. Esau is a major scoffer. The spirit of Esau is scoffing. Right? That's why you see those sellout jakes in the spirit of Esau. You know what I mean? And they just slaves running behind master. What master taught them, right? Following the philosophies of Esau. So that's who they are, man. They boasting and got the egotism to think they could take on the Lord. That's hella arrogant.
Arrogance.
But really what it all comes down to, right?
Stupid.
Esau is
Stupid.
having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. Mindless, brainless, dense, ignorant, unintelligent, right? Dense, foolish, cardinal, right? That's how they be. Empty-headed, slow, witless, moronic, right? Half-witted, idiotic, naive, foolish, crazy, dumb. Just Esau, bruh. All right?
Stupid.
Think you could take on Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord will throw down Esau's kingdom, right? And destroy and collect. And the Son of Man is going to come back in the clouds of heaven with his angels and gather up his collect and collect and gather up his elect, the 144,000 Israelite men from the 12 tribes, right, of Israel. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom, on to the next one. Stupid.